Australian authorities fear many homes may have been lost by bushfires as they continue to rage across New South Wales. Most of the losses on Saturday were from the huge Gospers mountain blaze northwest of Sydney, the Green Wattle Creek fire southwest of the city, and the bushfire on the south coast. The areas hardest hit include some areas along the bell line of roads in the Upper Blue Mountains and the Shire villages of Balmoral and Bago, which were ravaged for the second time in 3 days. The village of Balmoral, southwest of Sydney, has been all but wiped out with the Green Wattle Creek firestorm that roared through the area twice in 3 days. Gripping footage showed the extreme conditions firefighters have faced as they try to control Australia's sweeping bushfires. New South Wales Rural Fire Service shared a video from the early hours of Sunday morning of their firefighters attempting to tackle a blaze raging close to home in Blackheath. A fire service official had said strong southerly winds fanned more than 100 fires in New South Wales alone on Saturday. The bushfires have torn across several Australian states in recent weeks, destroying homes and claiming the lives of 2 volunteer firefighters. Hundreds of demonstrators turned out in Hong Kong on Sunday to protest against the treatment of China's Uyghur minority. Crowd gathered in the city's Edinburgh Place, in fact, holding signs with the flag of East Turkestan and waving flags in support of Hong Kong independence. The territory has been in the grip of pro-democracy movement, which began over an extradition bill seen by opponents as part of increased meddling from Beijing for the past 6 months. China has been accused of mass crackdown against Uyghurs and other Muslim minorities in its Xinjiang region, with reports of millions being held in heavily secured prison-like camps. Chinese diplomats have claimed China holds no political prisoners and insists the centers were only there to provide vocational training and save them from religious radicalism. Protesters in the oil-rich city of Basra blocked roads with burning tires on Sunday and rejected the nomination of Sam Call, an Iran-backed candidate for the Prime Minister's post. They said that they will not accept the nomination of the outgoing Higher Education Minister, Qusay Al-Suhail. The demonstrations came ahead of a looming midnight deadline for naming an interim PM, but without a solution being reached. In Devantia, thousands of students marched through the streets in solidarity with protests in Baghdad and other southern cities. Pressure from the demonstrations led Prime Minister Adil Abdul Mahdi to resign late last month. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has promised to increase Turkey's military support to Libya, detained, in fact, if it has to be necessary. And Turkish government is mulling ground, air and marine options for the same, as confirmed by the president himself. It's important here to note that Turkey and Libya signed a military cooperation accord last month. Remember, Turkey backs the Fayez al-Sarraj's government of national accord in Libya, which has been torn by factional conflicts since 2011. Turkey was quick to send military supplies to Libyan government. Despite an UN arms embargo, the Libyan government has been fighting a month-long offensive by Khalifa Haftar's forces based in the east of the country. Haftar's forces have received support from Russia, Egypt, Jordan and UAE. A Chilean police officer who drove a riot vehicle into protesters during a demonstration in Santiago was in court on Saturday while the victim remained in hospital. Protesters Oscar Perez was injured on Friday afternoon when he was crushed between 2 riot vehicles, one of which footage from Chilean TV showed being driven directly towards him. National Human Rights Institute coordinator Pablo Rivera said that Perez had suffered serious injuries, including 4 fractures of his pelvis. But his condition was no longer life-threatening. Local media have reported the name of the police officer who appeared at a court to be formally indicted as Mauricio Carrillo Castillo, General Enrique Monras of Santiago. In fact, Police had said that the incident had been seen and investigated as a traffic accident. The northern coastline of Spain continued to take a battering as another storm hit the area. A factory roof was blown off a complex in the northwest region of Galicia on Sunday. Firefighters were called out to check various apartment blocks and the playground of an infant school where material from the roof had blown. According to the El País newspaper, a total of 6 people have died due to bad weather. This includes a South Korean woman in Madrid who died after being injured by a falling piece of object. Now, rough seas have caused waves of over 7 meters, but that has not stopped people from using these areas in cities like San Sebastian. Winds of over 140 kilometers per hour have been registered in the last 24 hours, which was enough to knock over a concrete electricity pylon in Galicia. Duty comes first. That's one life mantra that the royals always like to follow. England's Queen Elizabeth attended a church service on Sunday while Prince Philip still remained hospitalized. 98-year-old husband of Queen Elizabeth was taken to the hospital on Friday for treatment of an existing condition. Philip's illness did not stop the Queen from going there where the royal family gathers for Christmas. Prince Philip retired from public life in August 2017 but has managed to appear at official engagements. Elizabeth and Philip got married at London's Westminster Abbey in 1947. The popular Netflix TV program, The Crown, is based on Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip's life. French fashion designer Emanuel Ungaro, who was known for his use of vibrant color, mixed prints and elegant draping, has died at the age of 86. Ungaro's death was confirmed on Sunday by the Paris fashion house he founded in 1965. In an Instagram post, it said that he would remain in our memories as master of sensuality, of color and flamboyance. The designer died in Paris on Saturday, according to French media. Born in the southern French city in 1933, Ungaro learned to sew from his father, an Italian tailor, when he was 23 years old. He moved to Paris. 2 years later, he started working as an assistant to Spanish fashion designer Cristobal. For decades, Ungaro clothed celebrities and actresses including Jacqueline Kennedy and Catherine Deneuve. Pope Francis attended a performance alongside children, families and staff from the Santa Marta dispensary on Sunday, where he was presented with a cake for his birthday. Performance, which was held in Paul Hall, was followed by a speech given by the Pope to the children about the dangers of war and the importance of peace and love. Following the performance, the Pope held his usual prayer, where he encouraged his listeners to offer actions of solidarity towards everyone in need. Christmas Santa Maria Dispensary, which was established in 1922, offers medical assistance to children and families in Italy and is based close to the Vatican. Berlin's Jewish community on Sunday celebrated the start of Hanukkah, the festival of lights. A crowd of several hundred gathered in front of the Brandenburg Gate to mark the official start at sunset. Witnessed their rabbi and president of the Central Council of the Jew Light, first branch of giant menorah. The 10-meter tall structure is believed to be the largest one, also known as the Hanukkah in Europe. The 8-day festival of light symbolizes the triumph of light over darkness and of democracy over tyranny. It commemorates a victory of outnumbered Jewish forces over Syrian occupation and the reclaiming of the Second Temple of Jerusalem in the 2nd century BC. According to Jewish belief, a small amount of oil found in the destroyed temple kept it alight for 8 days. life always finds its way to bounce back in the face of hardships, and the Tahrir beach stands testament to the same. Close to Baghdad's protest hotspot of Tahrir Square, sandy bank of Tigris River offers some relief to the youth from the revolution. Here, youth can be seen kicking around footballs and smoking shisha pipes to booming hip-hop music. It is on this 500-meter beach stretch where the post of Saddam generation celebrates life of escaping the tear gas and bullets for a fun and festive atmosphere. This generation has been stripped of its rights, money and dignity, finding its taste of freedom only here at the beach. Who does not like playing with the snow, be it humans or animals? Everyone enjoys a fresh white snowfall. Animals of the National Park of Central China were seen enjoying the recent snowfall, which has created some stunning sceneries across the area. A group of golden monkeys were seen stuffing their faces with food, while another bunch of playful primates were seen jumping on trees. Giant pandas also looked excited by the snow, and they climbed up on tree branches to get a better view of the snowy kingdom. This beautiful winter scenery of the area has been successful in attracting a lot of tourists from across China. An orchestra comprised of, in fact, largely of professional Venezuelan musicians who migrated to Peru held a Christmas concert on Saturday. Type of musical thank you to Peruvians for having received thousands of Venezuelans into the country. Performers from the orchestra played music with themes from Venezuela and Peru during the event in the districts where hundreds of Peruvians and Venezuelan residents enjoyed the outdoor entertainment. The orchestra is made up of about 200 professional musicians, most of whom are Venezuelans, but also include 2 Peruvians and 2 Cuban professional musicians. The staff of Madrid's legendary Donna Manolita lottery shop broke into celebrations as its El Gordo lottery number was revealed on Sunday. Number was announced as the winner of the annual Christmas lottery. Buying El Gordo tickets is a tradition in Spain which dates back to more than 2 centuries. The lottery system in Spain is really complex because it allows multiple purchases of the same lottery number. It becomes almost impossible sometimes to see how many people have won the lottery. The historic lottery shop is located in central Madrid. It has been selling the holiday lottery tickets for more than 100 years now. Santa gave the reindeer a break on Sunday by parking the sleigh in favor of a paddle boat. He might have been trying to try someone's Christmas gift as he paddled across the water in Jaffa, the southern part of the Israeli city of Tel Aviv. Surfing Santa attracted the attention of camera-carrying passerbys. Jaffa maintains a minority of Arab Christians and Muslims in addition to its Jewish residents.